Dead Cells is a side-scrolling action game with a strong focus on risk and reward. Not only that, but it's a title that I struggled to put down after I initially started it up. Featuring a bit of a blend of old and new school game mechanics, it's possibly one of the most pleasantly surprising experiences of 2018. Developer Motion Twin has truly created something special. The game features a fairly minimalistic story. You play as the prisoner. Not much is known about your character aside from the fact that you were executed for some crime that you committed, but it's never really revealed exactly what you did. Your headless corpse is then reanimated by a weird entity which sits where your head would be. The prisoner is a silent protagonist but does express various emotions throughout the game, most of the time resulting in some hilarious moments. Dead Cells at its core is a roguelite Metroidvania experience. When it first opens up, it has you starting in the prison. You have a basic starter weapon and a tiny health bar. However, new weapons can be found and your health bar can be increased. Weapons and power-ups are littered throughout the levels, allowing you to upgrade your arsenal and boost your stats. There's one catch though: if you die, you lose pretty much everything you had and you go back to the very beginning of the game. There are no checkpoints whatsoever, and while this is a brutal game mechanic, it's also one of the features that make the game rewarding once you reach a level's end. To make your life even more interesting, the levels are procedurally generated, which means there's no real way to learn a level's layout and prepare, so every run will be quite unique in that regard. As you make your way through the game dispatching enemies, you'll earn both gold and cells. Gold can be used to open certain doors or buy weapons from a vendor. Cells are not earned from every single defeated enemy, making them the more precious commodity between the two. They are also used as a currency, however, but for permanent passive abilities such as banking a certain amount of gold when dying, or allowing your health flask to heal you multiple times with each refill. Thankfully, when you're channeling your cells into your abilities, you are forced to spend all of them. This way you're always making progress towards something and there's no risk of losing your accumulated cells in the next level. A host of different weapons can be found throughout the many stages, with some even sporting special abilities to help with cutting down enemies. Combining this with traps and grenades is key when it comes to taking down one of the game's bosses and also when faced with overwhelming situations. Dead Cells also features permanent upgrades in the form of runes, allowing you to take a path that may have been unavailable without it. As mentioned before, Dead Cells is brutally difficult. Playing through the stages in an attempt to get to the very end requires a fair amount of preparation. Initially you'll be playing fairly cautiously, but once you're a few runs in, you begin to realize that the momentum of constantly being on the move is what makes the gameplay so engaging. Additionally, because the weapons and gear you find are random, being resourceful is the only way to survive. Even though Dead Cells is a 2D side-scroller, its visuals are amazing. Featuring detailed environments and really cool animations and weapon effects, it looks good pretty much all of the time. Some of the more populated areas are prone to slowing down, but it's often barely noticeable. Dead Cells is an incredible and utterly addictive experience. The brutal difficulty feels right in this game, providing a suitable challenge while also teaching you to be better on your runs. The ever-changing level layout and random pickups combined with a constant feeling of progress is what will keep you playing for hours. It's a seriously rewarding experience that will keep you on your toes at all times. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you got your hands on Dead Cells, let me know what you think of the game in the comment section down below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.